Today we're going to tell you about a landmark Stafford County business, Earl's True Value Hardware. Before we start the episode, I want to recognize our sponsor, Shore United Bank. Shore will be there to help guide your financial journey every step of the way. Visit them downtown or at Harrison Crossing. And now, onto this week's episode. Today I'm with Keri DeBernard, the third generation owner of Earl's True Value Hardware Store, 300 Chatham Heights Road in Stafford County. Keri, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.
A lot of people are probably familiar with Earl's, but for those who aren't, tell us a little bit about what you offer.
We have a huge lawn and garden department. We have bag goods. We sell all kinds of different types of mulch and gravel, and have a huge selection of Weber grills. That's probably one of our biggest departments, is our Weber grills. We have paint. We have True Value paint. We have Benjamin Moore paint. We have a large electrical department and hand tools.
And I mentioned that you're the third generation owner, so tell us a little bit about the history of Earl's and your family running.
So Earl is my grandfather, Earl Broyles. He started Earl's Supermarket in 1945, and that my dad took that over in the 80s. And then in 1990, the grocery store closed, and we opened up the hardware store in 1991. So my grandfather, my father, and now me.
What led to the decision to pivot from a grocery store to a hardware store in the early 90s?
It was competition. There was a lot of grocery stores going in the area that had bigger and better new equipment, and my grandfather knew that to stay competitive he had to renovate the entire store, and he was just tired, and he decided it was time to retire. So he decided to close.
But it was the same location as it is now.
My father decided that we needed something on this side of town. He didn't know if he wanted to redo another type of grocery store or something else, and he found True Value Hardware and thought it would be a perfect fit.
So how does Earl's compete with, obviously there's some other big national hardware companies, home improvement stores. How does Earl's compete and grab customers?
Customer service. We have a lot of people that work for me that know a lot of the industry, and they're very passionate in what they do. And so I have some people that work in all the different areas of the store that know a lot of things. And then I have the younger generation that is the back, the muscles. They do the loading and things like that, and then they grow into those departments by having the experience with those other people. And so yeah, it's customer service. And
we were talking earlier, your entire life has been, for the most part, has been working here at Earl's, right? Tell people a little bit about that, when you started here.
Yeah.
And
I started working here and I was about 10. I pushed the shopping carts from the register back to the corral. And then when I became a little bit older, maybe 12 or 13, I started bagging groceries, and I was the first girl bagger. And I would load the groceries into people's cars and help customers.
And we were talking earlier, is there the possibility of a fourth generation of ownership
yes,
at some point?
Yes, absolutely. My daughter, who graduated from college a year ago, is now working here full time, and I'm trying to show her the ropes to see if this is something she would like to continue doing.
Yeah. And just finally, how can people find out? What's the website where people can find out more about Earl's?
Earl'sTrueValue.com.
Okay.
Very easy.
Well, Keri, it's a great store, and I've been coming here for years. Right over the bridge from downtown Fredericksburg and in South Stafford, close to the YMCA. And anyway, appreciate you joining us and telling us a little bit about the history of Earl's.
Thank you.
Yeah, okay. All right, that's going to do it for this week's edition. We appreciate you watching. Be sure to subscribe to our newsletter at fredericksburgfreepress.com and also to our YouTube page, and we'll keep you up to date on business news in the Fredericksburg region. See you next week. And thanks again to our sponsor, Shore United Bank.